Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Against the Public for Tuesday, March 19th. I'm Dana Lane. Thanks for joining me. We're the only show to analyze early betting patterns by the public, and we've done that once again with 3 free college basketball tournament plays for Tuesday, 2 in the NIT, 1 in the NCAA tournament, the first 4 bracket. So you have 3 free college basketball plays for tomorrow. Back from a little road trip. Last time we talked, we smashed all 3 of our NBA free plays, and I can't wait to get back on it again tomorrow so we can put some more money into your bankroll. Before I get to those free plays for Tuesday, don't forget, I will have my college basketball 3-pack up there. Might even have a 5-pack. I'm working on that right now. Definitely a 3-pack will be there. We'll also have NBA 3-pack available, NHL 3-pack available, and every one of those are just $49.99. And of course, they come with our Pick Dawgz win guarantee that states you must profit or receive an immediate site credit for the purchase price. In addition, if you don't want to mess with the individual games or you don't want to mess with the 3-packs every single day, buy and plays, please get involved with one of my all-access packages. And why are these the best offer out there? Is certainly from a price standpoint, they certainly are, but you get every one of my plays from the NBA, college basketball, NHL. Major League Baseball starts tomorrow, guys. You get every one of my plays, or today, whenever you're watching this, get every one of those plays for one low price. And if you get it for the annual pass, which is just $3.56 a day, takes you right into the NFL preseason, college football, and you know we crushed the NFL and college football last year, so we're going to do that again this year as well. But if you want to get involved in a 30-day pass, it's under $11 a day. A 90-day pass is less than $10 a day. And again, you get every play that I release for one low price. And that's the easiest, most cost-effective way to join me on a daily basis. So grab your credit cards, put it on the card, we'll pay it off at the end of the month, and we're going to have a fantastic 2024. So get on board. If you're not an all-access customer yet, guys, especially in basketball, college basketball, we've absolutely been killing it, not only in the paid plays, but also the free plays that we put up here as well. An incredible run in the NBA with 55% winners in the last 30 days. And you know we fire away every single day. I don't shy away. I put up 3 games at least every day in the NBA. So to say you hit 55% over the last 30 days, that's saying something. You should have a pretty large bankroll if you follow that. In addition, that also added to my 1,169 units won in 2023 and 24 in the NBA. Overall in 2024, we've absolutely smashed bookmakers. 1,978 units of profit. Just like I had promised at the end of December, we would absolutely have our best year ever. So far, so good in the month of March. When you choose a handicapper, guys, make sure the numbers are there. You can believe the hype. You can believe this is what I will do. This is what I have done. You can look at the numbers and say, this is who I am. That's when you choose a handicapper. Whether it's me or somebody else, stay with one person throughout the year and make sure that you don't jump around, because you don't want to jump from losing streak to losing streak. Stay with a capper who has proven themselves for over 31 years in the city of Las Vegas. It's time to get serious about your March bankroll, so let's get to the free plays for Tuesday. And we're going to start it off 6:40 Eastern Time, 669, 670. The Wagner Seahawks against the Howard Bison. Bison minus 3.5, 128 is your total. The NCAA tournament is here, and it's exciting because not only do we have the NCAA tournament, but they also have the NIT tournament, which we will certainly talk about. And having all these extracurricular tournaments, to me, is just the more basketball, the better. So I'm very happy, very excited for this time of year. It is morning to night basketball. So I'm very excited about the start of tomorrow's slate and honestly right through the weekend. Wagner gets in this game. There is 16-15 record, 13-15 before the run in the Northeast Conference Tournament after those 3 wins. As an underdog in each one of those games by at least 6 points, they knocked off Merrimack, who Merrimack had 20 wins this season. They were an 8-point underdog in that game, and they got the win to push them into the tournament. Howard is 17-17 after winning the MEAC, after a win over Delaware State. Wagner has covered 3 straight games. They are on a 6-game under streak. Howard is 3-2 ATS in their last 5, but 8 of their last 13 have cashed over tickets. So that's kind of a little mirror or little window or microcosm or one of those microcosm into both of those teams and where they are right now. Guys, if you watched either one of these teams, then we know one thing: the Seahawks are not a good shooting team. They're very active on the offensive board, so even though they don't shoot for a high percentage, do get a lot of second chance opportunities. They move the ball well. They wait for an open look. They're a very patient team. They share the ball well. We'll all see that tomorrow. Just not a great shooting team, but everything else they do on the offensive end is pretty good. They are going to face a pretty sloppy defense at times that tends to be lazy on that end of the floor for long periods of time. They live and die with their three-point shooting, and I think they're going to get to the line a ton in this game. I think this adds up to us cashing an over ticket. 128 is a very generous number. I thought it was going to be in the low 30s. Opened up at 128. We'll take it all day long. So we're going to go over 128 as your first free play. 7 o'clock Eastern Time, 673, 674. North Texas, the Mean Green versus LSU Tigers. Tigers minus 2.5, 135.5 is your total. This is a first round NIT matchup between North Texas, who finished 18-14 this year. They're 18-11 ATS and 16-13 to the over as far as the total is concerned. LSU was 17-15 straight up, 12-19 ATS, and 15-16 to the under. LSU, of course, is the 4th seed, and we know that North Texas is back in this tournament after winning it last year. I'm not sure the team strive to defend the NIT title, but here we are. It's been quite the road for the LSU Tigers. You know, practically, 2 years ago, they didn't have any players, they didn't have a coaching staff, and here they are 2 years later in the NIT. I think they're very happy to be there. And one of the things this time of year is really first and foremost when you're handicapping games, and we always talk about the psychology factor in games, but also, especially when we're talking about the NIT, are they happy to be there? And I think LSU is extremely happy to be there. This is a rematch of a game earlier this year in the Charleston Classic when the Tigers took down the Mean Green 66-62. So LSU has already beaten North Texas this year. LSU has 3 wins this season over top 25 teams. Of course, that was over number 22 Ole Miss, number 11 South Carolina, and number 17 Kentucky. The Mean Green is going to have there's no doubt they will have the better player on the team in Jason Edwards, but I think the Tigers' depth and home court advantage will be the difference. We're going to take the LSU Tigers and lay the 2.5. And then game number 3, 7 o'clock Eastern Time, Boston College Eagles versus the Providence Friars. Friars minus 3, 138. First round NIT game. This number is all over the place. I got minus 3 here in town, but there are some 3.5s out there right now. Some books open this number as high as 6, and that was quickly bet down to 3, 3.5. But this number is all over the place. So if you're not getting a number that you want, if it's not in that 3, 3.5 range right now, please, actually, in this case, you're in that 4, 4.5 range, way for it to come down some, because I think it's going to come down to at least 3, 3.5. So make sure that you get that number. We do see a good deal of Providence tickets coming in, so anticipate more movement. It looks like some books here have already moved on that number. We used to get this matchup quite a bit in the Big East. If you grew up watching Big East basketball like I did, we know that Providence and BC met quite a bit. It was almost appointment viewing anytime Big East was on the weekend, and this will be their 113th meeting between these two teams. They have not played since 2017 and 18 when Providence swept that series. BC finished 19-15. They had that tough overtime loss to Virginia. Just really didn't show up in that overtime in the ACC tournament. And 15-18-1 ATS, 19-14-1 to the over when it comes to totals. Providence is 21-13 straight up this year, 19-14-1 ATS, 13-18-3 to the under. Not any of the past has anything really to do with this game, but it is interesting that BC has never played well in Providence. I don't know if it's, again, some of these numbers you can throw out. Sometimes it's psychological. Sometimes it's the culture. But BC is only 15-36 all time playing on the road at Providence. Obviously the Providence Friars are going to have to shut down Quentin Post, who is terrific in the ACC tournament. But when it gets down to it, I think Providence is a really good defensive team, probably a very underrated defensive team. They allow opponents just 42% of shooting. This is going to be a close game until the end, but I think the Friars will win and cover this game via the free throw line if they can hit their free throws. Kind of the same thing for both of these teams, but I'm going to count on the Providence Friars down the road or down at the end of this game to get over that 3-point advantage. So we're going to take Providence -3 as your third free pick, and so that does it for your free plays for Tuesday. Go to pickdawgz.com. Get involved with one of my many available packages, including my all-access pass that will give you every game that I release for one low price. Remember, my NBA, NHL, college basketball 3-pack. We'll have a Major League Baseball up for tomorrow for sure. Early game. I'm going to get that up now. They'll be up there as well. Either way, guys, please make sure you get involved. Thank you to everybody that has gotten involved so far. This is going to be a massive month. This is going to be a massive year, so please make sure that you join me. Let's recap our free plays one more time. Wagner, Howard over 128, LSU -2.5, and Providence -3. That does it for today's show. Thank you to everyone for watching. For Against the Public, I'm Dana Lane. Let's crush them this week and have a terrific NCAA tournament.